just allowed Barry just to kind of hit the ground running off of what is a wrist injury or hand injury that's kept her out for almost a full month to be able to do what she's able to do in this first week here.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I think, kind of being thrown into the fire might be a good thing as a freshman. Sometimes she's back and then we're like, okay, let's go play. And okay, let's go play at Ohio State. And now, play 20-some minutes here, 20. I think sometimes that's good. And the ability to be able to make mistakes and remain on the floor. So she's been, she took advantage of these opportunities. And, I also think she's just a really even keel, high IQ basketball player. She understands the game at a high level. So she doesn't ever really get playing too fast, or she just a good demeanor out there. So I think also with that has led her to be able to just stay settled in and take what comes to her. She doesn't force anything. She takes good shots. I mean, she got a lot of, she should have, could have had a couple more threes wide open, and she'll get those. I just think she's still getting her legs under her. But yeah, I mean, plus 26, for her, we're effective when she's out there.
She 18 points, you said, 3 3-pointers. What did you see from the defensive end from her, especially as it comes to length on the inside?
Yeah, it's always the learning curve as a defensive end. She got hit on a couple of the staggers, but that's all going to come. It's all going to come. So that, I mean, even Gretchen, remember her last year defensively, and then how the strides she made to this year. And I think Barry's even made strides defensively game to game, and she's only played in 3 games. So I understand that there's going to be some of that on the defensive end, but when you also have the ability to score like she does in a game against zone, it really, we needed her out there because she's able to knock down an open 3.
Coach, it looked like that Southern Indiana full court press kind of made things difficult for you guys from the jump. How would you say that your team battled that press?
Yeah, I thought the press, we knew it was coming. I thought we did a good job in the press. I thought more so we had most of our turnovers were in the half court. That 2-3 zone is super active and they're super handsy. And they force 20-some turnovers a game. So, I thought we handled it fairly well. I also think Ohio State prepared us, even though it's different. Ohio State's much, they trap way more. So I thought we were prepared, and I thought we did a pretty good job handling it. We just had too many turnovers in the half court.
If the injury had never happened, is this the role that you always envisioned Barry this year anyway, in the sense of, today you have a 9-point first quarter, let's go to Barry and see if she can knock down some stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we expected her, Matt, to come in and to play right away and to make an impact. So, now who knows where that would be if she didn't have it. I also, before she got hurt, we were really going to try to just keep her at the 4 because we wanted her to really feel comfortable at that position and not overwhelm her. But then when she was out, we went, okay, well, how can we utilize this time? So she was studying with Coach M all the time, studying all the 3 plays, walking through them. And now you look today, she played almost the majority of her minutes were at the 3.
Sure.
So, I don't know hindsight, how it would have worked out, but the thing that I'm glad and happy about, she's healthy, number one, and that she's able to go out there and she's helping our team and she's very confident. So we knew, obviously, when we recruited her that she was very talented and that we were going to need her this year.
I know sometimes balance on mid-major scheduling, but you kind of had to know this was going to be a really good team. What kind of made you want to put this team on the schedule and maybe prepare your team for the Big Ten?
Joe and I scheduled it. I didn't know they were this good. So that was, I should have done a little bit more research. Actually, I did know. I didn't know they were as good as they were, but when we saw it, we thought this was, Kat and I, who does our scheduling, we were looking and we thought this is a good, they won their conference last year, regular season. They have a lot of returners. This should be good. But then you go and start watching their film and they're like, oh shoot, they really had Indiana beat. I mean, they were up 13-14 on them, and then Indiana had to make a run in that second half. And then I'm like, okay, what do we do this for? But again, it is what it is. I think it's a great win. I think net-wise, they're maybe high 70s or 80 some when I looked last. So really good test for us. And I also now hindsight can be happy since we won, can be happy that we faced a team that played a zone like that, and we had to run all of our zone stuff. We were able to get a lot of new things in the last couple days to prepare for their zone, and I thought we executed at a pretty high level.
And you knew it was going to be another short bench game today, but and we're obviously going to point out Barry's 18 points off the bench, but I don't know if I've ever seen you happier than when Corey got that bucket at the end of the half on a putback. She seemed to at least provide you 8 solid minutes tonight.
I agree, and you're right. It's really the little things, right? Doesn't take much to make me happy. Just work hard, keep playing, and the things that piss me off are just lack of effort and lack of defensive intensity, right? Very simple. I was pumped up because that's what I've been trying to get all of us. But then Corey, like that's a winning play she made. That's an effort play. She could easily. It was like 1 second or point whatever, and she got that. And that was a huge momentum, going up 11 instead of 9. So I think obviously Barry was Barry, and I told our team in the locker room. I just told them I thought Corey was great in her 8 minutes. That was the best 8 minutes she's had here, and she scored that 1 bucket. I don't care about that. We don't need her necessarily to come in and score 10. We need her to be able to come in and play really solid defense, bring good energy, and not give up points. And she did that. And had 3 rebounds. So that's really big. And I said Haven, she played 2 minutes and 41 minutes. And a lot of people would be like, so what? That was big. I haven't been able to get KB out for 2 minutes. So being able to get her out for 2 minutes and 40 seconds, it is going to be big going forward. There's going to be some big bigs in the Big Ten. I was just watching 4-hour game, Michigan State, Iowa. I'm like, Iowa has like 10 bigs. I'm like, how did they just keep putting them in? I'm like, that already got me stressed out watching them. But I'm like, so just being able to get Havens a couple minutes in and get some confidence, I was really happy with them. I really was.
The layups were a point of frustration for you, Ms. Bradley. I guess, what was your assessment of the inside offense today?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it, but I thought we finished. I think the last couple games we've been finishing better. The Ohio State and the Kentucky games, I mean, we were in the 20s of missed layups. You can't beat anyone, especially a top 15 team, doing that. So I was frustrated. I think now that you mention it, there was a few that we did miss, easy ones, and that I think we could have been a little bit stronger in going up. But we'll keep working on it, keep addressing it.